Never Death Row Production. Mike Tyson, next heavyweight champion of the world.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome all back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. Happy Sunday to all. It is June 14th. Looking back at yesterday, we do hit on our ladder play. Our solo bet came through for us. We do hit on one of our 3-leg parlays. Guys, last week Saturday we did start this ladder, $10 bet. We've now made $500 in profit off of the bet. We still have $100 we're wagering here today from that original $10 we started off with last Saturday. We finished the week up $1,300 in profit. I just want to send my salutes out to you guys. I had that bad stretch there towards the end of May. You guys rocked out with me. I'm going to keep going crazy for you guys for the rest of the year. But look, you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. Games get started nice and early. You guys know how we do on a Sunday. No real full in-depth breakdown. We're just going to run through these games, get to these picks. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, the link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, 12 o'clock start. We got the Marlins in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. We got Max Meyer on the mount for the Marlins. We got Paul Skeens on the mount for the Pirates. Getting into this one here, we got Max Meyer on the mount for the Marlins. This guy's been really good this season. One thing I gotta pay attention to though, he has bad splits on the road this year. 2 starts ago was the last start he made on the road. In that game, he gave up 5 runs. Here today, he is a fastball slider pitcher. He's going to be seeing a lineup loaded with left-handed bats. He struggles with lefties. Guys like Brandon Lau and Horowitz really match up well against them. I could see one of them potentially taking him yard in this game. On the other side, we got Paul Skeens on the mount. He after getting roughed up mid-May, he's bounced back 3 straight starts in a row where he's looked good. His last outing against the Dodgers pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Marlins lineup. He matches up very well against them. I'm projecting Paul Skeens to have a good game here today. Go 6 innings, give up a run. Turn it over to a Pirates bullpen that's going to have the huge advantage in this game. Yesterday was a bullpen day for Miami. They're highly taxed. All their arms are highly taxed coming into it. I like the Pirates bullpen to have the advantage late in this game. Looking at the weather, it's projected to have rain in the beginning, projected to have rain throughout. This is going to be a game that can possibly really get delayed, if not postponed. So it's something I'm paying attention to. But if this game does get played, it is going to be very pitcher friendly. We're going to have 8 to 10 mile per hour winds blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Pirates are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them here on the run line. The game total set at 7.5. I like the under 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Horowitz of the Pirates for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the San Diego Padres in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. Walker Buehler's on the mount for the Padres. We got the left-handed pitcher Trevor Rogers on the mount for the Orioles. Alright, looking at this matchup here, we got 2 starting pitchers on the mount that have been getting hit up all season, but both of these starting pitchers have gotten into a decent form of late in their last 3 starts especially. Both of them have looked good in their last 3 outings coming into this game. We got Walker Buehler on the mount. First thing I gotta pay attention to, this is a guy with terrible home and away splits. He pitches in a very pitcher-friendly ballpark in San Diego when he's on the road this season. ERA's close to 7. He's going to be seeing a Baltimore Orioles lineup that continues to kill right-handed pitching. They're batting .254 in their last 8 games. They're batting .254 versus right-handed pitching, slugging .430. In this game, Buehler's going to see a lineup that's going to have 6 left-handed bats. I'm projecting Buehler to go 5 to 6 innings, give up 3 runs in this one. Turn it over to a Padres bullpen. I don't like the arms available for the Padres here today. I can see the arms coming out the pen here for San Diego coming into this game, giving up a run or 2. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Trevor Rogers, another guy that started off the season looking absolutely terrible. His last 3 starts, he's looked decent. In this game, he's going to be seeing a San Diego Padres lineup Their last 3 starts against left-handed pitching, they've started to hit lefties. Not to mention this lineup is going to have 8 right-handed bats in the lineup today. Trevor Rogers is a guy that struggles with righties. I'm projecting at least Tatis or Machado to get to him. Looking at the weather, it's going to be very hitter friendly, so that's another thing that's going to sway poorly for Trevor Rogers in this game. My projection for him, he goes 5 innings, gives up 4 runs, turns it over to an Orioles bullpen. It was the reason we faded them yesterday. The Orioles bullpen continues to be their weak spot. I can see the arms coming out the pin here today once again, giving up 3 to 4 runs. Looking at the weather, guys, it's going to be 95 degrees with 15-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to left field, giving right-handed batters an advantage in this game. Let's get to the picks. The Baltimore Orioles are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the San Diego Padres on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like that over 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Manny Machado of the Padres to hit a home run today. Up next, we got the Mariners in DC taking on the Nationals. We got Emerson Hancock on the mound for Seattle. We got Miles Michaelis on the mound for the Nats. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Emerson Hancock on the mound for Seattle. This guy's been solid all season for them. 2 things I gotta pay attention to with him. He has better splits in his home games versus on the road this season, and he also struggles versus left-handed bats. In DC here today, he's gonna be seeing a Nationals lineup that's featuring 6 lefties. Not to mention this Nationals team as a unit has been crushing right-handed pitching. I'm expecting Hancock to struggle a bit here today. Pitch 6 innings, give up 3 runs, turn it over to our Mariners bullpen. That was absolutely terrible yesterday. Not to mention they were making a bunch of errors in the outfield, but in this game here today, I'm expecting a much cleaner day for the Seattle Mariners bullpen. They still got some really good arms available late for them. On the other side, we have Michaelis on the mound. This guy started off the season looking abysmal. Then he's had a good stretch of games. His last 3 outings, he has an ERA of 3.15. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Seattle lineup loaded with left-handed bats, loaded with power bats as well. Miles Michaelis is a guy very prone to giving up home runs, a guy that gives up a lot of hard hit balls. Hard hit rate sitting at 48% coming into it. I'm expecting Miles Michaelis to get slapped around in this game. Something similar that happened to Zach Littell the first game of this series Friday night. I'm expecting him to have a very similar outing where he goes 4 to 5 innings, gives up 4 to 5 runs, turns it over to a Nationals bullpen that does have some decent arms available, but I can still see them coming in this game, giving up a run or 2 as well. Looking at the weather, like I said, very hitter friendly. 95 degrees, 8 to 10 mile per hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total is set at 10. I do like that over 10 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Luke Riley of the Mariners to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Yankees in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. We got Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. We got the left-handed pitcher Patrick Corbin on the mound for the Jays. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. He's been their most underrated pitcher. He's been solid all season up to this point. He's going to be seeing a Blue Jays lineup that have been batting .240 versus right-handed pitching in their last 10 games. Will Warren is a guy that throws that sinker, fastball, changeup combo. He is able to get a lot of ground outs. He has decent numbers against this Blue Jays lineup in their past matchups. Here today, I'm projecting Will Warren to go 6 innings, give up 2 runs, turn it over to a Yankees bullpen that has some decent arms available here today for them. I can see the arms coming out, giving up a run, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Patrick Corbin on the mound for the Jays. He started off the season looking really strong for them, but in his last 4 starts, the wheels have kind of fell off the bus. In his last 4 starts, the hard hit rate has skyrocketed up. He's given up much more sharp contact. He is a sinker ball pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact. Today he's going to be seeing a Yankees lineup that has been killing left-handed pitching. They've been struggling to hit righties. They've been killing lefties of late. Not to mention the left-handed bats in this Yankees lineup. Guys like Rice and Bellinger have been killing lefties as well this season, so you really can't pitch around them. Then you got guys like Goldschmidt and Rosario that's also crushing sinker ballers and left-handed pitching. I'm projecting Corbin to get hit up in this game here today, where he goes 5 to 6 innings, gives up 3 to 4 runs, turns it over to a Blue Jays bullpen that is incredibly taxed coming into it. I don't like the arms that's going to be available for Toronto here today. Looking at the weather, well, it's up in Toronto in the dome, so no real weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them here on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I got this a 5-4 game for the Yankees. I like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Ben Rice of the Yankees to hit a home run today. Up next, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. We got Zach Gallen on the mound for the D-backs. We got the left-handed pitcher Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Zach Gallen on the mound for the D-backs. This guy's been absolutely terrible this season. When he was at his best, that knuckle curveball was his best pitch. It was filthy. This season, he doesn't even have control over that pitch. He's throwing so many wild pitches when he goes out there. When he gets guys on base, he's throwing that knuckle curve that he relies on so much. He's throwing into the dirt, getting a bunch of wild pitches, walking a bunch of batters, struggling with his command. Zach Gallen's been absolutely terrible this season. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to be seeing a Cincinnati Reds lineup. We saw in yesterday's game that they won. They only put up like 2 runs in that game. The day before that, they put up 2 runs. The offense has been absolutely terrible for the Reds of late. Granted, they're going to be seeing Gallen here today. I could see them putting up a few. There's guys like Sal Stewart and Steer that match up very well against this pitch mix. I could see one of them taking them yard in this game. The Diamondbacks bullpen isn't a good spot to come in, take over, shut the door on the Reds bats. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. We saw in yesterday's game, this Diamondbacks lineup that has really good numbers versus left-handed pitching do nothing with Lodolo. Here today, they're seeing Abbott, who's a different type of pitcher than Lodolo. Granted, they're both lefties. Andrew Abbott throws that fastball 50% of the time. He's trying to blow it by guys. There's a bunch of guys in this lineup. Corbin Carroll, the left-handed bat, is killing lefties this season. Not to mention you still got Perdomo and Marte crushing lefties as well. I'm projecting Andrew Abbott to go 5 innings, give up 3 runs, turn it over to a Reds bullpen. Like a broken record, we're going to say it. They're going to come into these games and give up runs. Yesterday was an anomaly in my opinion. That was an outlier. They're going to come in, give up runs. Looking at the weather, it's going to be 80 plus degrees, wind blowing out. Not a strong gust of wind, but a small gust of wind blowing out. Let's get to the picks here. The Diamondbacks are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I do like them here on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the under 9.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Marte of the Diamondbacks to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Braves in New York taking on the Mets. We got Bryce Elder on the mound for the Braves. We got Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Mets. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Bryce Elder on the mound for the Braves. This guy's been solid for Atlanta all season. He did get roughed up in his last 2 starts. When I did the matchup breakdown for him here today, he is a guy that throws 2 primary pitches, the fastball and the slider. The Mets team this season against that pitch mix does not match up well. Not to mention Bryce Elder has very good numbers against this Mets team in the past. I can see Bryce Elder coming out here today having another quality start where he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, turns it over to a Braves bullpen. They did have to use a bunch of arms this series, but they still got a few guys rested that could come in and shut the door on the Mets lineup here today. On the other side, we got Freddie Peralta. This guy's not been good this year. I've been talking about it all season. He's not going past the 6th inning. 5 innings pitch is his average, and he's given up 2 to 3 runs in all his starts. Right now, he comes into it in this game today with a hard hit rate sitting at 45%. He's going to be seeing a lineup that has a bunch of good left-handed bats. He's struggling with lefties. I could see one of Michael Harris or Olsen taking him yard here today. My projection for Freddie Peralta, he goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs, turns it over to a Mets bullpen that is taxed coming into it. I don't like the arms available for the Mets here today. Looking at the weather, it's going to be about 85 degrees with 10 to 15 mile per hour winds blowing from the diamond to left field, making it much more hitter friendly. Let's get to the picks. The Mets are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Atlanta Braves on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Matt Olson of the Braves to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Tigers in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. We got Casey Mize on the mound for Detroit. We got Gavin Williams on the mound for the Guardians. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Casey Mize on the mound for Detroit. He's been really good this season. It's that fastball he's thrown. It's not super high velocity. It's sitting around 94, 95, but it's the movement on the pitch. It's getting a lot of batters off balance this year. That's why the numbers have looked really good for Casey Mize. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Guardians lineup. No Jose Ramirez. He got injured in yesterday's game. Mize is going to be seeing a Guardians lineup that is struggling to hit right-handed pitching this season. There was a reason we backed them yesterday. They saw Skubal coming off the injury. Here today, seeing a righty. This Cleveland Guardians team is bottom 10 in the league versus right-handed pitching this year. Not to mention they're down Jose Ramirez, the best batter in the lineup versus righties this season. Casey Mize is going to be seeing a Guardians lineup that's going to feature 7 left-handed bats. Despite being a right-handed pitcher, Casey Mize has really good splits versus lefties. He has very good numbers in the past versus this Guardians team. I'm expecting Mize to go 6 innings, give up a run here today, turn it over to a Tigers bullpen that is rested coming into it. I like the arms available for Detroit late in this game. On the other side, we got Gavin Williams on the mound. He's been getting hit up in his last few starts. The big thing I'm paying attention to, he comes into this game with a hard hit rate sitting at 49%. He's going to be seeing a Detroit Tigers lineup. The reason we faded them yesterday, they saw a left-handed pitcher in Joey Cantillo. They're struggling to hit lefties. They are crushing right-handed pitching. I'm expecting Gavin Williams, who throws that fastball slider combination primarily, to get rocked in this game. Looking at the overall breakdown for him, I'm expecting him to go 6 innings, give up 3 runs, turn it over to a Guardians bullpen that is taxed coming into it. I can see the arms coming out this Guardians bullpen, giving up a run or so as well. Looking at the weather, it is going to be on the pitcher-friendly side. We're going to have wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Cleveland Guardians are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Detroit Tigers on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I like the under 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Riley Green of the Tigers for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the St. Louis Cardinals in Minnesota taking on the Twins. We got McGreevy on the mound for the Cards. We got Taj Bradley on the mound for the Twins. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Michael McGreevy on the mound for St. Louis. This guy started off the season looking amazing. Last 4 starts though, we have seen some regression. In his last 4 starts, he has a combined ERA of 5.35. Michael McGreevy is a low velocity pitcher that pitches for a lot of contact, a lot of ground outs, a lot of pop fly outs. Today he's going to be seeing a Minnesota Twins lineup that has really started to kill right-handed pitching in the last 30 days. They're batting .245, slugging .420. In the last 10 games played versus right-handed pitching, they're batting .237, slugging .415, so they continue to hit righties very well. Like I said, McGreevy, a low-velocity pitcher, pitches for a lot of contact. I'm expecting him to struggle in this game here today. Cody Clemens, Byron Buxton, Brooks Lee all match up well against him. I'm projecting him to go 5 innings, give up 2 to 3 runs, turn it over to a St. Louis Cardinals bullpen that is taxed coming into it. I can see the arms coming out the Cards pen coming into this game, giving up a run or 2. On the other side, we got Taj Bradley on the mound. He started off the season looking amazing. Then he got hurt around mid-May towards the end of May. Ever since he's come back, he's looked absolutely terrible. Not going past the 5th inning, giving up 3 or more runs in all the starts. Here today, he's going to be seeing a St. Louis Cardinals lineup that is struggling to hit righties of late. The numbers have dropped versus righties, I should say. They still continue to hit the ball very well, but versus right-handed pitchers, what the hell is going on with me? Versus right-handed pitchers, they're struggling a bit. We backed them in yesterday's game because they saw the lefty pre-lip. Here today versus Taj Bradley, who throws that splitter fastball combo. This Cardinals lineup is struggling to hit this pitch mix. I could see Taj Bradley having a decent outing here today, where he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs. I do not like to back the Twins bullpen. I usually fade the Twins because of their bullpen. But here today, I actually like the arms coming out the Twins pen a bit more than I like the arms coming out the Cardinals pen. So I give the Twins the advantage late in this one. Looking at the weather, another hitter-friendly game out there in Minnesota. let's get to the picks. The Minnesota Twins are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Brooks Lee of the Twins for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Dodgers in Chicago taking on the White Sox. We got Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. We got Eric Fedde on the mound for the White Sox. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. This was a guy that had much more higher expectations for. In his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 5.15, hard hit rate sitting at 44%, walking a bunch of batters, not going past the 5th inning. Here today, he's going to be seeing a White Sox lineup that's a top 10 offense in the majors, especially versus right-handed pitching. They've been crushing righties of late. Granted, they saw Yamamoto yesterday, ace in this league, a top tier pitcher today. As a matter of fact, I think that's going to work against Emmett Sheehan. They went from having the game on hard mode yesterday to putting the game on pro here today. Emmett Sheehan, he's been struggling, comes into it with an ERA close to 5. This White Sox lineup is slugging .440 versus right-handed pitching this season. I'm expecting a few of these guys to take Sheehan yard. My expectations for him, he goes 6 innings, gives up 3 to 4 runs, turns it over to a Dodgers bullpen that continues to play bad. Granted, they got a very good rest day yesterday, so that's going to benefit them. I can see the arms coming out the pen here for the Dodgers coming in this game, giving up a run, nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Fedde. He's going to be the primary pitcher. The left-handed pitcher Hudson's going to open up the game, face the top of this Dodgers lineup. After that, we'll see Fedde, who's another contact pitcher, a guy that requires a lot of ground outs, a lot of pop fly outs, requires a lot of contact from the batter. He's going to be seeing a Dodgers lineup loaded with left-handed bats. He is struggling with lefties. Not to mention, this Dodgers lineup crushes these type of pitchers, these contact pitchers. Eric Fedde's hard hit rate sitting at 48% coming into it. I'm expecting a few of these guys to take him yard. My expectations, he goes 4 to 5 innings, gives up 4 to 5 runs, turns it over to a White Sox bullpen that continues to play well here in their last 2-week stretch. But in their last 10 games played, they have a bullpen ERA of 3.90. I'm expecting the arms to come out this White Sox pen to give up a run. Still the Dodgers lineup, but nothing too crazy as well. Looking at the weather, it's going to be, I guess you could say, the same it's been the whole series. 80 degrees, small gust of wind blowing out. It's not affected the games really too much up to this point, but usually it does. So I will say it's going to be a bit more hitter friendly. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them on the run line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the over 9.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Phillies in Milwaukee taking on the Brewers. 2 left-handed starting pitchers in this game. We got Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. We got Kyle Harrison on the mound for the Brewers. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. This guy's turning out to be becoming one of my favorite pitchers in the majors. This guy's filthy. He has a very high strikeout rate, very high ground ball rate. When you see those two things combined, a guy that's able to get +7 strikeouts per game, ground ball rate sitting up above 30%, that is a lethal combination. And this guy's been doing this for 2 straight seasons now. Today, he's going to be seeing a Brewers lineup loaded with left-handed bats. All season, they've been struggling to hit left-handed pitching, but since Cheerio, Vaughn, since I want to say towards the end of May, since the bats in the lineup really came back together, they've started to come around versus lefties. I'm not expecting Christopher Sanchez to struggle here today. He is able to work that ground ball, able to work that sinker versus right-handed batters, able to work the case versus lefties. I'm projecting him to have a very good game here today, where he goes 6 to 7 innings, gives up 1 or 2 runs, turns it over to a Phillies bullpen that's still in a good spot to come in this game, shut the door on the Brewers bats. They got some really good arms available here today for them. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Kyle Harrison on the mound. Started off the season looking really good. He's been really strong, continuing. Granted, you're probably looking at the numbers from his last start against the Athletics where he got lit up, but it was in that tiny ballpark in Las Vegas, so I'm not even going to count that start really. Every start besides that, this guy's looked strong. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Philadelphia Phillies lineup The offense continues to be streaky this season, but they have been hitting left-handed pitching much better in the last 2 weeks. In this game here today, Kyle Harrison throws that fastball, good slider, able to work the sinker. I could see him having a good outing where he goes 6 innings, gives up a run or two, turns it over to a Brewers bullpen that is in a very good spot to come in and shut these the Phillies bats down. It's out in Milwaukee in the Dome, so no real weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Phillies are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I do like them on the money line. The game total set at 7. I like the under 7 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Trey Turner of the Phillies for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Rockies in Las Vegas taking on the Athletics. We got Shigano on the mount for the Rockies. We got Jeffrey Springs on the mount for the Athletics. Alright, getting into this one here, the first thing we got to pay attention to, this game's still out there in Vegas in that tiny ballpark. Today, we're going to have 90 plus degrees, 20-mile-per-hour winds from the diamond to the outfield. Ballpark Pal has this game projected with a plus 86 home run percentage. We have 2 starting pitchers on the mound that are lower velocity pitchers that pitch for a lot of contact. I'm projecting both of these starting pitchers to get lit up in this game. We have 2 of the worst bullpens in the majors. I'm projecting both of these bullpens to come in this game and give up a bunch of runs. Which arms do I like more coming out of the bullpens? I slightly like the Athletics bullpen arms a bit more. So I guess you could say I like them to have the advantage late. I don't give neither starting pitcher the advantage. I think both of them are going to get squashed in this game. All of that to say this. Let's get to the picks. Alright, the Athletics are the betting odd favorites in this game. This was really a bizarre game to cap, to be completely real with you. But I do like the Athletics on the money line here. The game total set at 14. I like the under 14 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Nick Kurtz of the Athletics to hit a home run today. Alright, in the final game of the day, we got the Rangers in Boston taking on the Red Sox. We got Eovaldi on the mount for the Rangers. We got the left-handed pitcher early on the mount for the Red Sox. Getting into this one here, we got Nathan Eovaldi on the mount for the Rangers. This guy's been extremely inconsistent this season. He'll have a stretch of games where he looks really good, then a stretch of games where he looks absolutely terrible. He's currently riding a stretch of games where he looks absolutely terrible. He comes in his last 3 starts coming into this game, he has an ERA of 6.30. The first thing you got to pay attention to with Eovaldi is that home run rate. He's towards the top of the league when it comes to home runs allowed. Not to mention he comes into this game with a hard hit rate sitting at 48%. He struggles versus left-handed bats. Most of the best bats in this Red Sox lineup are lefties. I'm projecting Eovaldi to go 5 innings, give up 3 runs here today. Looking at the Rangers bullpen, one of the best bullpens in the majors. They got some good arms rested and available to come in here today, shut the door on this Red Sox lineup. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher early on the mount for the Red Sox. He's looked really solid this season. Guy, I talk about it all the time. A guy that goes out there, throws his entire pitch mix, keeps batters off balance. His hard hit rate has been going up of late as well. It went from 35% up to 44%. It continues to climb. He's going to be seeing a Rangers lineup that does hit left-handed pitching very well. Granted, they did not get to Ranger Suarez yesterday, a lefty that throws a sinker that gets a lot of ground outs. Early throws a very good sinker. He also gets a lot of ground outs. His velocity and movement is a bit better this season than Suarez. I can see Early coming out here today having a good outing where he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs. When it comes to the bullpens, both of the bullpens are really good. Both of the bullpens are rested with some good arms available. I don't give neither team the advantage late in this game. It's going to come down to those first few innings. Looking at the weather, it's going to be extremely hitter-friendly weather out there in Boston. Ballpark Pal has this projected as the 2nd best offensive game on the schedule, plus 7 home run percentage. It's going to be 80 plus degrees with 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Red Sox are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I like the under 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Durant of the Boston Red Sox for 2 total bases today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we're going to be placing here today ourselves. Our ladder play did hit for us yesterday. The payout was $183.77. We're going to pocket that $83.77, and today we'll be wagering just $100 on the New York Yankees on the money line. We're getting them at minus 116. This is our ladder play of the day. Next up, we have a 3-leg home run parlay we're playing here today. We're going to start it off with Manny Machado of the San Diego Padres. We're then going to play Luke Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners, and we wrap up the parlay with Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves, a $10 3-leg home run parlay. Next up, we have a 3-leg parlay we're playing here today. We're going to start it off with the Seattle Mariners on the money line. We're then going to play that Yankees Blue Jays game total to go over 8.5 total runs. And we wrap up the parlay with the Atlanta Braves on the money line. And our final bet of the day will be another 3-leg parlay where we started off with the Detroit Tigers on the money line. We're then going to play the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. And we wrap up the parlay with the Dodgers White Sox game total to go over 9.5 total runs. Once again guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Sunday, last day of the weekend. Hope everybody enjoys their day here today. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.